In today's game, we have Joe's Adeptus Mechanicus versus Greg's Ynnari army. Joe will be using the new Adeptus Mechanicus codex, and then we're doing the last Maelstrom of War mission, which is Deadlock. So on turn 1, you have 6 tactical objectives, turn 2, you have 5, turn 3, you have 4. The only other thing that's different is on Battle Round 3, all stratagem costs are doubled for the rest of the game. So let's go into the armies. So here's Joe's Adeptus Mechanicus army.
I have a battalion detachment led by Belisarius Cawl, who will be my army's warlord. So he's got the static psalm warlord trait, so his aura is increased to 9 inches. I have a Tech Priest Dominus with a Volkite Blaster and Macro Stubber, and for my relic I've given him the Auto Caduceus of Auchenland, which allows him to regenerate an additional wound and re-roll his repair rolls on friendly units. For one of my troops, I have a 9-man unit of Rangers, rather, with no special war gear. I have a Cybernetica Data Smith with 2 Castellan robots with 3 heavy phosphor blasters each. I have 2 Dune Crawlers. One has an Eradication Beamer and a Cognis Heavy Stubber. The other has an Icarus Array and a Cognis Heavy Stubber. I have a 6-man unit of Cataphren Breachers with the Arc Claws and heavy arc rifles, a 5-man Infiltrator unit with Flechette Blasters and Taser Goads, and for my 3rd troop I have a 10-man Skitarii Vanguard squad with no special weapons, giving me a total of 6 command points, and for this game my Forge World will be Mars.
So that's the 2d6 for your Canticles?
Yes.
So I'm running 2 Outrider detachments for the Ynnari. It's going to give me a total of 5 command points. Over here for my first squad, I have 2 squads of Reaver Bikes. Each of them have 2 blasters and 2 cluster caltrops. I have a 3-man squad of Skyweavers with the Zephyr Blades. And I have the Avatar of Death, and he is the Warlord. He's taking the +1 attack on the charge warlord trait. His psychic powers are Gaze of Ynnari and Word of the Phoenix. And then over on the other side, I have 2 Eldar Windrider 3-man bike squadrons with Shuriken cannons. Another squad of Skyweavers with the Zephyr Blades. And Farseer Skyrunner, and he's running with Guide and Doom, and he has a Shining Spear.
So we're going to roll off to see who puts down the first objective.
For the AdMech,
So Ynnari.
Okay. So Ynnari will place the first objective.
Alright, so Ynnari's putting down the first objective.
Okay. Objective Uno. I'm going to put it here. 6 inches. There we go. Objective 1.
the
Placed.
AdMech will put objective 2 over here.
Okay. We're going to place objective 3 over in this corner. Right on the other side of this barricade. There we go.
Objective 4, go over here, behind the shipping crates.
All right. And we'll do objective 5 right over here on the edge. There we go.
Objective 6, I will place over here.
So what deployment type are you going to take?
So I'm going to do Spearhead Assault and choose this side as my deployment zone.
All right. So the Ynnari have finished deployment first. We're back over here. I believe we're going to get first turn unless the AdMech is able to seize. So we'll see what objectives we have. This game's all about doing stuff quickly. So we'll see how that goes. I've got a fast moving army. See if that benefits me.
on the AdMech side, deployed within 12 inches of my board edge because of the proximity to several objectives that can be advanced and reached. I kept the unit of 5 infiltrators. They're concealed somewhere to come in and grab objectives if necessary or assault. And I finished deploying second, but I am not going to attempt to seize the initiative.
Oh, and back over here for combat drugs, I chose the +1 toughness on this squad here. Put a little token with a 1 next to it. And then this squad is going to move an extra 2 inches. They have a little 2 token next to them. So the Ynnari have all moved up. There wasn't much for us to do. The Avatar is still laying in wait. We're going to secure objective 3 this turn with the Harlequins on the back one. We weren't able to get any others. I believe I'm going to discard Big Game Hunter. And I'm not in range for anything. So we'll see if the Ynnari can weather the storm until turn 2.
For the Mechanicum, I drew my 6 objectives. And my objectives are extremely focused on Objective 5, which is currently being occupied by a unit of ODA bikes. So I brought in my group of infiltrators to try and make an assault on them to secure it. Did some slight shuffling, moved the Dune Crawler over so he'd be able to see the unit of Reaver bikes hiding behind the shipping crate. Moved Belisarius and the unit of Cataphren Breaches slightly to bring them within range of his 9-inch aura. And for my canticles, I got, because Belisarius is +1 or -1 to them, I ended up with Incantation of the Iron Soul, so I can reroll failed morale test, and Shroud Song, so everyone counts as being in cover even if they're not. So I'm going to start off my shooting phase by having the unit of Cataphren Breaches here fire into the unit of Reaver bikes. So it's going to be 12 shots from the entire unit. "12 shots, hitting on 4s. Getting to reroll misses for Belisarius. And it is strength 6, so wounding on 3s. So it is 4, 7.
7 saves.
7 at -2 AP.
So that'll be a 6-up save.
On the Reavers? Did they only have 5 ups?
They have 4 ups.
Yeah, 4 ups, yeah. So 6, you said?
7.
7. 7, 6+ saves on the Reavers. Coming up. I made 2 of them.
And each of these does a D3 damage.
Okay.
So, first one, 2 wounds.
Okay. And Reavers are how many? 2-1 bikes or 1-1 bikes?
Yeah, 2 wounds.
2 wounds, okay.
How many did you fail?
I failed 5.
So, second one, 2 wounds. Third one, 1. So that's third one killed, and then final one, just a single wound.
Okay.
I will then have the unit of Castellan robots here will fire their heavy phosphor blasters into the unit of Reavers that they can see over the shipping crates. So, 18 shots for their heavy phosphor blasters, hitting on 4s. Rerolling misses for Belisarius. Strength 6, so wounding on 3s. So 4, 5, 6, 10, 13 wounds. At -2 AP.
Okay, 6+ saves coming up. I made 3, so I take 10. Is it just 10 wounds?
Yeah.
Okay. So all but one will die.
I will then have this Dune Crawler here with the Icarus array will fire long range into the unit of 3 Harlequin bikes. I'll start off the Icarus array with the Daedalus missile launcher. So it's 1 shot, hitting on 3s, getting to reroll in missiles. Hits. Strength 7, wounding on 3s. Nothing. And then 4 shots from the twin Icarus autocannon. Hitting on 2s actually because it's +1 to targets that can fly. Reroll the 1. Hits. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds. -1 AP. I would have had 1. Yeah, they would have all hit because of the -1 for your Harlequin bikes. I think I got all of them hit.
Okay, so 3 4+ invulnerable saves. I take 2 wounds.
Each one does 2 damage.
Okay, they're 3 wounds, so 1 bike will die.
And 5 shots from the Gatling rocket launcher, hitting on 3s. Reroll the 1. Still missed. And this is strength 6, so wounding on 3s. 4 wounds.
4 more wounds on the same squad?
Yeah, -2 AP.
Okay, 4+ invulnerable save. 1.
And that just does 1 damage.
Okay. One's got 2 wounds left on him.
Next, I will have this Dune Crawler here will fire his Eradication Beamer and his Cognis Heavy Stubber into the 3-man squad of Reaver bikes. So D6 shots for the Eradication Beamer. 4. Hitting on 3s. Reroll missiles for Belisarius. This is strength 8. So that's the unit of toughness 5 bike, so wounding on 3s. 1 wound. -2 AP.
Okay, so 6 up. Takes it.
So it does D3 damage. 3.
Okay, there was one with only 1 wound left, so it will just die.
And then the Cognis Heavy Stubber into the same unit, hitting on 3s. Reroll miss. Still missed. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound. That would have been wounding on 5s, but he hit anyway.
Okay. Any negative?
No.
Okay, then he's good.
So, going to be doing shots from this Ranger squad into the unit of Reavers. Only 3 of them can see them. So, 3 shots, hitting on 3s. Reroll the miss for Belisarius. All hit. Wounding on 5s. No.
Okay.
So, that... Actually, that might not be the last of my shooting if any of the infiltrators are in range. 3, 4 of them are in range with their flechette blasters. So it'll be 20 shots. So 20 shots, hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 5s. 3, 4, 7.
7 saves. Any negatives?
No.
takes 2 wounds.
And that will finish up my shooting. So I have 1 charge to declare the unit of infiltrators into the 3-man Eldar bike squad.
Okay. We shall do our Overwatch. Six is the hit. 1. Strength 6.
Toughness 3.
Okay. 2's the wound. 1 wound.
What's the modifier?
Nothing. Nothing unless against 6.
So 4+ save. Made it. So rolling the charge distance. Looking for a 9 or higher. Got an 8. I'll use a command point to re-roll the 3. I failed the charge.
Right.
So the Mechanicum failed to achieve any of their objectives this turn. So I will discard I will discard Blood and Guts.
Alright, morale on the 2 bike squads. First one here. Got a 5. I'll command point that. I got a 6, so he's dead. And then the other one. A 5, so he's dead also. Bloop. The Avatar of Death is placed.
So Mechanicum managed to secure first blood.
Alright, so Ynnari have moved up into position. We grabbed secure objective 5 for our new objective. We moved up onto that, and we've moved up on the objective 4. We're going to go into the psychic power phase to see basically what's going on. I'm going to try to cast Word of the Phoenix. First of all, from the Avatar. So here we go. It's got a warp charge of 6. It goes off with an 8. I will cast it onto himself. He will move 8 inches. All right. Secondarily, I will cast Gaze of Ynnari onto that squad of robots. It is a warp charge 8. Goes off with an 11.
Well, we had cast Smite.
On a 1, unit suffers mortal wound, 2 through 5, D3, and on a 6, it suffers D6. It's true, Smite would have been better. But it wouldn't have been that unit.
Oh, that's true.
A 1, so 1 mortal wound on them. And then the Farseer is going to attempt to cast Doom on the squad of robots in front of him. It's a 7. Goes off with an 11. And he will also try to cast Smite onto them, which goes off with an 8. So D3, 1. Okay. Now on to the shooting phase. So, the squad of bikes behind them will fire on them. I believe they're 3-ups.
Yeah. Oh, wait, maybe not. They're L. They could
Yep, they're 3-ups. Six hits. Strength 6. So 2s. 1 is at a -3. And then 5 regular saves.
So 6 up invuln on the 1. Failed. And 5 4-up saves. Got 3 ups. They're in cover. So failed 2.
Okay.
So that's 2 robots die.
So he dies, and he dies.
Okay, the squad of Harlequin bikes in the back who advanced. Not the 2-man, the 3-man squad. Going to fire. So they're at a 4+. Okay, 6 hits again. 2s to wound. 6 wounds, no 6s.
2s to wound.
They're strength 6 or T3, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Isn't double.
Yeah.
So 6,
Did you reroll to wound?
I didn't need to.
Oh.
6
I'm not paying
3-up
attention,
saves.
so.
Alright.
1 more dies.
Okay. And then the 2-man squad. Reroll. Nope. So 1 regular and then 2 at -3.
2 6-up invulns. Failed them both. 1 3-up save. Made.
And then the Farseer.
It's only the one guy. Do you want to shoot him?
Oh, because I want to assault. That's right. Yes. So that'll be it from them. And then the 3-man bike squad on objective 4 advanced, but they will fire with the negative onto this squad of rows. Rangers, I think.
Yep. Yeah, something like that.
So 4s. And then are they T3?
Yep.
By 2s. Two regular and then 1 at -3.
2 3-up saves. Made them. 6 plus invuln. Failed.
Okay. And now we shall attempt charges. Let me double check range on the avatar. He is going to need a 9 on the charge. So go ahead and overwatch him.
So 12 heavy arc rifle shots. Hitting on 6s. 1 hit. What's his toughness?
6, I think.
And 4s. Failed.
Yeah, D6. Alright, here we go. For the gusto. Looking for a 9. I got a 7. I will use command point and reroll the 1. Here we're gonna find another 1. And another 1. So he fails his charge. No! He did. Alright. That's the way it works. And then assaults onto the lone bro there. So first we'll go with the 3-man squad.
Overwatching his flechette blaster. 1 hit. Wounding on 5s. 1 wound.
Negative.
No negative.
He's dead. So, let's see if they make it.
Well, who died?
8 inches. One of the.
Don't they have 2 wounds each?
I don't believe so. I'll double check.
I thought all bikes got 2 wounds this edition.
Yeah, you could be right.
Could be wrong.
No, you are correct. So, one take a wound. They make it in. And then the Farseer. You got a 4, so he won't make it. And then the 2 bikes.
Do you want to start with them?
Oh, no. I don't. But it doesn't matter because I'm probably not going to make it. Nope, I won't. All right. So, time for close combat. The Wind Riders get 1 attack each. 3's the hit, strength 3. So 3's, 5 4s. 1.
Oh, you gotta reroll to wound because of doom.
That's right. Thank you, sir. 2 wounds.
2 4-ups. Failed 1.
All right.
That all your attacks.
That's all my attacks.
So I get 3 attacks back with his Taser Goad, hitting on 3s. Got a 6, so I get 2 more hits. So he is strength 6, wounding on 3s. 4 wounds.
4 wounds. Takes 1. I'll feel no pain.
Oh, wait. Did he already have a wound on
Yep.
him? Or did you just put that?
I didn't touch it.
Yeah, so he didn't get any attacks up.
Oh, I killed him?
Yep.
Okay, so then I will try to soul burst the avatar into.
You already cast a second.
I already. Yes, that's right.
Unfortunately.
I shall soul burst. What is it? 8 inches, 7 inches, something like that. Let me look it up.
I think it's 7.
Shrink from death. Yes, 7 inches. So it had to be these guys.
I just get. You're moving them.
Yeah, I'm gonna move them in front of them. And I'll throw a wound on the one. And then we'll secure 2 objectives. And
The Mechanicum have no morale test to take. The unit only lost 1 guy.
alright.
So you secured objective 5 and.
Objective 4, and I'm going to discard Kingslayer.
Continue to keep my 5 objectives that I previously had. That I don't think I'll be able to get objective 5 with the unit of infiltrators wiped out. For my 2 canticles, I got the cover save 1 again, and now everyone has +1 strength. Did some slight shuffling to move units over to be able to see and be in range of the 2 Odar bike units. Units of the unit of Cataphron Breachers fell back slightly. Everyone is in range of Belisarius's aura. So I'm going to start off my shooting phase with the unit of with Belisarius. He'll fire his solar atomizer into the 3-man unit of bikes in front of the avatar. He gets a D3 shots. 2. Hitting on 2+. Reroll the 1. Hits. It is strength 10, so he'll be wounding on 2s. 2 wounds.
Any negative?
Minus 4 AP.
Then 2 wounds.
So each one does D3. So first one, 3.
Okay.
Second one, 2.
We get to take the injured bike out first.
Yeah, I know, but I could take either the end or end. I could take 2 bikes out. I'm deciding because
So 3 of the Vanguard 4 of the Vanguard are in range, but they advanced. So be 12 shots hitting on 4s. 12 shots. And because of Belisarius's aura, the way it's worded, I can reroll the 3s as well. So 6 hits.
onto the bike.
Yeah.
What's the negative?
Strength 3, so wounding on 5s. No.
Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it.
And then I have the Volkite Blaster from the Tech Priest Dominus will fire into the bike. It's 3 shots, heavy, and he didn't move, so he's hitting on 2 plus. All hit. It is strength 6, so wounding on 3s, 2 wounds, minus 2 AP.
5 ups. And 2 field mutations, or just 2 multiple ones?
No, just singles.
He's dead. So, it gives me the availability to do a soul burst. Let me check range on my avatar. He's exactly 12 out.
The Kalori.
He's less than 12 out of there. I'm going to go in to the Rangers.
Alright, go ahead.
I easily...
Did you get an Overwatch? I don't know how it works.
I don't think anyone can see him.
Oh, okay. That works then.
I shall easily make my 12-inch charge.
Well, I mean, you would need an 11, right?
That's true.
I mean, you failed an 8 before. Certainly, you won't fail an 11.
I'm going to use command point and reroll the 2.
Use a different color dice. That one's evil. There you go. Here we go. This is going to be a 6.
Need that 6, baby.
It's a 6.
6. Come out! Yes! Woo! All right. Move in there.
5s. Alright. So the unit of Cataphrine Breaches will fire into the 3-man Harlequin Bike Squad.
All right.
7, 12. So minus 1. So they're only hitting on 5s. Get the reroll from Belisarius. Nothing. Wounding on 3s. 2.
Any negatives?
Minus 2.
Okay. 5 ups. 1 makes it. 1 goes through. So do multiples.
So it is a D3 damage.
All right.
1.
So 1
The Eradication Beamer from this Dune Crawler will fire into the Harlequin Bike Squad. So D6 shots. I will command point that. Hitting on 3s. Reroll.
Wasn't the previous shooting on these guys?
What was it?
Right, you
you're
shot
right.
the Harlequin.
the
Like,
Harlequin
you're right.
Bike. So strength 8, wounding on 2s. 3 wounds minus 2 AP on your Elder Bike Squad.
3 saves, -2. One goes through.
So D3 damage. 3.
So 1 damage.
The Icarus array from this Dune Crawler will fire into the unit of 3 Harlequin bikes. So now start off with the 5 shots first, hitting on 3s. Yeah. Reroll the 1, 2, all hit. Wounding on 3s. 4 wounds.
4 wounds onto
The 3-man Harlequin bikes on the bottom.
whoops. Takes 1.
So then I have the 4 shots from the twin autocannon. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
Takes 1 more.
Does 2 damage.
He's only got 1 more left.
And the 1 shot from the Daedalus missile launcher. Hitting on 3s. Hits. Wounding on 3s. Wounds.
It's still on the Harlequins?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. And that will be all of my shooting. So I will have Belisarius declare a charge into the Avatar Death Combat.
Alright. Beef on beef.
Salting in. He'll make it. So Belisarius will attack with his... It's better to be swinging at strength 10 with -1 AP, doing 1 damage. You're swinging at strength 6, -2 AP, 2 damage.
-2 damage. The 2 damage is better because you're wounding on 3s versus 4s, and you get double result and better AP. I think.
Yeah, he's got 3 up save, 4 up invulnerable.
Yeah, so the
9
APs,
wounds.
the APs are relevant, but the double damage versus 16% chance more to wound, I think.
Alright, so he's swinging with his Omniscient Axe, so hitting on 2+. I'll hit.
Oh wait, he's +1 strength, isn't he? Are you taking that into account? Your canticle?
So he'll be wounding on 3s, because he's now
Although-
down to strength 7.
Yeah, but the +1 strength, the other one's ×2. Is the other mode ×2?
Yeah.
Because his strength is 6, so now it'd be ×2 to 12, so he'd be wounding on 2s instead.
Yeah.
So this is the difference between wounding on 3s versus 2s. And I mean, I think the wounding on 3s with double damage is better, still.
Well, let's go with that, since I already started swinging, so wounding on 3s. I will command point one of those.
Alright.
So, 1 wound.
1 wound. -2.
-2.
Okay, so 4 up invulnerable. Goes through. Does 2 damage, right?
Yeah.
So 2 6 up, feel no pains. Those go through. So he takes 2 wounds.
And then his 2d6 additional attacks from his Mechindrite Hive. 7. Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 4s. 3 wounds. No AP.
3 ups. 1 6 up, feel no pain. Nope. So he takes 1 more. So he's taking 3.
And that's all of his attacks.
Okay. So it's your turn, so you get to choose first.
Oh, you charge.
Okay. So it's
Wait, so it'll be both 2 units at charge, but it's Joe's turn, so he gets to choose
Yes,
first, and he
I got
chose
you. No, it
Cawl.
makes sense. I'm gonna just put him on Belisarius because that's the way I roll.
I think you have to attack the
Oh, the
infantry.
unit I charged. You're
Yeah.
correct. So, D6 attacks. Oh no, D6 damage. 6 attacks.
And you get +1 for charging.
2 pluses. 1 miss. Strength 6, so 2 pluses. And reroll failed 2 ones. That's 6 at -4.
6 plus involves. They all die.
Alright, and then hit back.
Violin. 4 attacks. Hitting on 4s. Wounding on 5s. Nothing.
Okay.
So. Wait, nah. That would have been 1 less. But.
So
So,
we're back.
rolling leadership test on the Ranger squad. They're dead. So, I got absolutely no victory points this turn, and I will be getting rid of the Rumors of Revelation.
So we got defend objective 6, so we moved up the Wind Riders over here, and secure objective 3 again, so we moved the Harlequin bikes back there. We moved everything up to here to get into combat and hopefully...
Right, and then your other objectives, objective 1. underneath
Yeah,
the robots.
twice. Yes. Is underneath the robots. So we moved everything else up here to try to cast some psychic powers, hopefully kill Cawl, and get into combat here, and hopefully secure objective 1 in a timely manner. So here we go. Psychic power first. Word of the Phoenix. Try to charge into the clicks. Need a 6. Goes off with a 10. Joe, you can Overwatch.
Would this count as in my... no. 12 shots. 1 hit. Wounding out 3s. No.
Okay. The charge distance, a 4, which won't make it, I don't think.
I think you'll be
Measure
within
it
an
out.
inch with the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that will make it. And then I will cast Gaze of Ynnari into them. Goes off with a 9. And it does 1 more wound.
In the book.
Yep. And then I shall cast Doom upon them. 7. It does not go off. And then Smite. Goes off with a 10. So D3. 1 mortal wound again. Alright, and now on to the shooting phase, of which I have none. The Farseer could shoot.
I wonder
guess.
actually if you can shoot here, because you get to pile in if
Oh,
you
'cause they're
charge.
in
So you get to
combat,
pile in here, but they aren't within 1 inch of an enemy right now. So you'd have to look up in the rule.
That's not what they were going to say that they can't. But yes, that is something, if somebody looks it up and they want to leave in the comments, or we'll check it out after the game. So basically just the Farseer will shoot his Shining Spear first into them.
Into these dudes.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, they aren't within 1 inch of you, so I think you're fine to do that.
Oh yeah, because they're in the corner. Is it 12 inches?
You're within 12.
that might be better. Just throw it into the vehicle. Yeah, I'll throw it into the Doom Crawler. Try to weaken it. So 2+. Hits. Strength 9.
Toughness 7.
Oh, this weapon always wounds on a roll 2+.
Nice.
Okay, I got a 6 anyways. And then D3. It's AP dash, so you get your save.
So 2 up save because I still have the cover thing, canticle going. Good.
Alright. This doesn't go through. And then the Shuriken Catapult. Assault 4. 2+. Two ones.
2 ups. Failed.
Okay. And now on into the close combat phase. We'll do consolidate into the robots. The 3 inches, and then they'll do their attacks. Three attacks each. Three ups. Missed with 2. They will be strength 4,
Toughness 5.
so I need 5s. And rerolls the wound. 1 at -2, 2 damage.
5 up save. Failed it.
Okay, and then for combat, I will go with the Avatar of Death first. 6 attacks. Two ups. Strength 6.
Toughness 6.
Okay, 4 ups. Nothing.
Oh, you get a reroll to wound.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. That's a special weapon, though, yo. Nothing again. All right, hit me back.
So from Belisarius, Omniscient Axe, hitting on 2s. And then he's still got the +1 strength from his canticle, so wounding on 3s. 3 ones. -2 AP.
4 up in Vones. Made 2 of them.
Got your feel no pain.
Yep, only 1 damage.
It's 2.
2 6-ups. Nothing. So he takes 2 wounds.
And then
He's got 4 left.
Belisarius' Mechindrite Hive, 2d6 attacks, 8. Hitting on 2s. And he's strength 6, so wounding on 4s. 3. No AP.
3 ups. All good.
And then consolidate in with the
Robots.
Cataphrons. How is it again? People within an inch of someone within an inch?
Yeah.
So 3 guys.
4.
Yeah, 4. So it's just this guy being out.
So 4 Cataphron Breachers. They get 3 attacks apiece. So 12 attacks, hitting on 4s. 4, 8, 12, 12 attacks, hitting on 4s. They're wounding on 3s. 4 wounds.
4 up and vulnerables. Made 3, take 1.
And that's all of my attacks.
Alright. So, we secured objective 3, giving us 1 more point. So I don't know how this is going to turn out with this mess.
And there's no morale tests to make. The unit of breach has only lost 1 and they're leadership 7.
Yeah. So, I mean, Joe has control of the objective.
Yep.
Since he has more guys than 3.
Yep. So I didn't get that.
Since Belisarius surprisingly survived combat with the Avatar of Death, he has fallen back from combat and everyone else has moved in to try and take it out. I successfully got the Machine Eternal because my one Dune Crawler had been wounded and this Tech Priest, Dominus, repaired him. For my Canticles, I once again got reroll my failed morale tests and my guys have +1 strength. So, starting off my shooting phase, I'm going to have the unit of Vanguard fire into the Avatar.
Just try to kill these bikes first.
So we'll be 30 shots, hitting on 3s.
Joe didn't appreciate you, Joe.
Rerolling. And he's toughness 6 and their strength 3, so wounding on 6s. So 5 wounds. Each of which cause 2
Yeah, the
damage
young
because
guy's
there are
dead.
6.
Craig,
Failed
the
to
terrible Yarnka's dead. Greg couldn't do it.
All I need is 1/6.
You're not gonna get it and survive every other shooting attack. Oh my god!
Dead.
How did I know?
Oh no! I'm gonna use my last 2 command points.
So it costs 2 because it's post turn 30.
Yes.
It's gonna be a 30.
Probably would have been better spent on saving an extra 3-up save, but the hell with that.
3.
No!
Still dead.
Dead. That's Warlord for you,
And
Joe.
that is a victory for logic for us all. Although technically I should have gotten it last turn because I can get it if the enemy failed a psychic test.
Oh, but he can do a strength from death.
No, they were out of 7.
Oh, it's outside of 7?
I deliberately
Okay.
checked before everything. So, with the Avatar dead, this Dune Crawler will fire all the way down at the unit of 2 Hollow Bikes. So, start off with the Daedalus Missile.
Not Daedalus.
So, 1 shot, hitting on 3s. Hits, wounding on 3s. Whoops.
4 up. Nope.
So, D6 damage.
Alright.
6.
6. So the one with a wound on it dies.
So, the last guy's out of range now for the other weapons. So, I have the unit of 2 Castling robots will fire into the 1 bike behind the shipping crate. 13 and 15. Hitting on 5s because they moved, but they still get their reroll from Belisarius.
You need to hide better, Greg.
Wounding on 3s.
It's 2 victory points you're about to lose.
Oh, I had to get in range of it.
You can position him
5
and
wounds.
not be in line of sight.
5?
Minus 2 AP.
The model would have fallen over.
Oh no.
Minus 2?
Yeah.
I'll lose 1. Or did it do multiple damage?
No.
Wasn't enough, Joe. Wasn't enough.
So that is all of my shooting. So I'm going to declare charges from the Tech Priest Dominus into the 2 Harlequin bikes.
Cool.
And this Dune Crawler is going to try and assault the Farseer.
Alright. Farseer shall. Oh, you gonna do the first? Farseer will overwatch with the Shining Spear. Misses, and then these catapults. Yep.
So looking for a 7 to get in range. Makes it with a 10. And then Tech Priest Dominus. Just gotta move
That's
in.
fine.
So I'll do the Tech Priest Dominus first. He gets 3 attacks with his axe, hitting on 3s. 1 hit. 5. Hitting on 3s. 1 wound.
4 up. He's good.
And then the Dune Crawler onto the Farseer. He gets 3 attacks. Hitting on 5s. 1 hit. Strength 6, wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
4 up. Good.
So then the unit of Breachers move in. So 15 attacks. 15, hitting on 4s. Wounding on 3s. 7.
7 4 pluses. Fail 3. Do they do multi?
No. Nope, this one.
Okay.
So that's all of my attacks.
Alright. Shall attack back with the Farseer. Two attacks. One hit. And Singing Spear and Melee always wound on a 2+. Wounds, D3. Or you get to save.
What's the minus?
Nothing.
So 3 up save. Good.
Good. And then the Harlequin Bikes. The Skyweavers. 3 attacks. 3 ups. 5 up.
Who are you
Nothing.
attacking?
Just
Alright.
the robots that they're.
Alright.
So,
And that's it for me.
so that's all of my attacks. So I managed to secure Kingslayer, Victory for Logic, and the Machine Eternal. So I am on 4 victory points now.
And I got Defend Objective 6, which gives me... You score 2 victory points. Control Objective Marker 6 at the end of 2 consecutive turns. So I guess I don't get it till it's my turn.
No, your last turn and this turn.
Okay, so I do. So that gives me 2, which brings me up to 6 total. Alright, so we're playing a little bit of hide and seek. We got secure objective 5, so we moved up the Skyrunner to try to get that. Stayed in combat with the Dune Crawler and moved as much stuff as we could to hide away from Admech's shooting. So right now, we're going to go for Psychic Powers. Going to try to cast Doom on the Dune Crawler first. Goes off with a 10. And now I'm going to try to cast Smite on the Dune Crawler. Goes off with a 9. And it does 1 mortal wound.
It's down to 10.
Okay. And then I will choose to fight with my Farseer first. So he gets 2 attacks. 2 ups to hit. 2 hits. 2 ups to wound. 1. Doomed. So I get to reroll that. 2 wounds. Regular save.
2 3-ups. Good.
Okay. Attack him back.
My 3 attacks back, hitting on 5s. 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1.
What's its negative?
No negative.
Okay. Then I believe he's good. Nope, he takes one. Okay.
So you secured objective 5?
I secured objective 5. And no morale tests.
Finally got to draw a new tactical objective. Mission critical objective, and I rolled objective 1. So I kept one of the Catherine Breachers near it, moved everyone else forward. The one Dune Crawler fled from the combat with the Farseer. The 2 Castle robots have switched their protocols to being able to fight twice in the fight phase. I'm hoping for a long distance charge from them into the 1 Eldar bike hiding behind the shipping crates. For my canticles, I got the reroll 1s in the fight phase and +1 strength. So I'm going to start off my shooting phase with the unit of Vanguard into the Farseer. So it'll be 30 shots. Shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling for Belisarius. Wounding on 5s. So 3 single wounds, and then 4 wounds that cause 2 damage.
Alright. 3 singles. Takes 1. 4 doubles. Takes 2. So he's dead.
The unit of breachers will fire into the Harlequin bike. So it'll be 10 shots. 7. So 10 shots, hitting on 4s. hitting on 5s. Rerolling for Belisarius. And wounding on 3s. 2.
2 wounds on the wounded Harlequin bike.
Yeah.
4 ups. He's good.
The Tech Priest Dominus can see him, so he'll fire his Volkite Blaster at him. 3 shots, hitting on 3s because he moved. All hit. Strength 6, so winning on 3s. 1 wound.
Takes.
Okay.
That was the already wounded one, right?
Yeah.
So he's got 1 wound left.
The Eradication Beamer from this Dune Crawler will fire into the Harlequin bike on Objective 5, and he will fire his Heavy Stubber that I've been not shooting into the other bike.
Alright.
So the 3 Stubber shots onto the wounded bike. Roll the 1. All hit. Wounding on 4s. 1 wound.
Good.
And then the Eradication Beamer onto the other bike. 4 shots. Hitting on 4s. 2. All hit. Strength 8. Wounding on 2s. 3 wounds.
One goes through.
Does D3 damage. 3.
3. He's dead.
So, that is all of my shooting. I will have a declare charge from these 2 Castellan robots into the lone bike, hiding behind the crates.
Alright. Can't see you, so I can't overwatch.
Rolling their charge distance. 4 inches. They won't make it. And do I charge the breachers in?
Oh,
Look at Objective 1. Yeah, they'll stay where they are. So, I failed my charge, and I get 1 victory point for securing Objective 2. So, the Mechanicum is on 5 to 7.
Alright. So we got secure objective 2. So the 1 biker came up here, and the Harlequin biker went to hide. So we advanced. So we're going to try to shoot our shuriken cannon over on the Rangers.
The Vanguard group.
Vanguard, I'm sorry. 4 pluses. 2 hits. 2 wounds, 1 at a -3.
6 of pinball. Failed. 4 up.
Secure objective 2 at the end of my turn. Discard objective 1. Discarded my other objective 1 last turn. And we'll see if, what is it, 7 or 8? I think it's 8 now. Victory points if I don't get table. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8.
So 1 morale test on the Vanguard squad because they lost 2.
Die all of them.
They're good.
6s.
This is potentially the last turn of the game, so they really need to kill both Harlequin units. The Dunecrawler moved up onto Objective 5, so I will get 1 more victory point this turn. The Unicataphren Breachers, Belisarius, the Dunecrawler, and the Tech Priest Dominus have all come over this way to try and take down that single Harlequin bike. Over here, the Vanguard, the Cybernetic Data Smith, and the Castellan robots are all ready to attack him. So I'm going to start off my shooting phase. Oh, and for my Canticles, I got the reroll 1s for the shooting, and everyone counts as being in cover.
So on the Datasmith, I am going to fire his Gamma Pistol into the bike, hitting on 3s. Get to reroll for the Canticle. Hits. Strength 6. Wounding on 3s. Doesn't wound. I'll keep it. Then I've got 24 shots from the unit of Vanguard into him. Hitting on 3s. Getting to reroll 1s. And then wounding on 5s. So there's 4 wounds that cause 2 damage, and then 4 single damage wounds.
Alright. Double damage wounds. He's dead.
So onto the Holoquid bike.
The last model.
Where'd he go? Oh,
The Icarus array will fire first, along with the heavy stubber. So firing the 5 shots first, hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 3s. Twos.
Dead. Game over.
Mechanicum have managed to achieve a narrow victory.
That's right.
Very, very narrow. How many models did you lose?
I lost 9, 14, 15.
It stank.
Belisarius faced down the avatar of death itself.
It's true.
It
The
emerged
Eldar
unscathed.
tough death.